What if your money fights aren't about money at all? Get ready, because you're about to learn the 10 secrets to turning your biggest source of conflict into your greatest source of connection. Let's begin with the most profound truth about financial conflict. It is almost never about the numbers on the page. It's about what those numbers mean to each of you. Money is one of the most emotional and symbolic subjects in our lives. It's never just money. For one person, money equals security, safety, and freedom from fear. It represents stability in a chaotic world, a fortress against the unexpected tragedies of life. For the other person, money equals freedom, experience, generosity, and the ability to live life to its fullest. It's the tool you use to create memories, to show love, and to not feel constrained by a scarcity mindset. When you are arguing about a $200 dinner, you are not arguing about the food. One of you is arguing for the joyful experience and the memory created, while the other is arguing for the security that $200 represents in a savings account. Until you stop debating the transaction and start exploring the underlying, deeply personal meaning that each of you has assigned to money, you will have the same fight forever. You are speaking two different languages, and both of you are right. To build a bridge, you must first understand the ground on the other side of the canyon. Let's speak with respect about the saver. If you are the spender, your partner's constant focus on saving and budgeting can feel restrictive, controlling, and pessimistic. It can feel like they are trying to suffocate your joy, but you must understand this. The saver is not motivated by a desire to control you. They are motivated by a deep-seated need to control chaos. Their core driver is often fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of an emergency, fear of repeating a financial hardship they may have witnessed or experienced in their past. Every dollar they save is another brick in the wall that protects them and you from the storms of life. Their budget isn't a cage designed to trap you, it is a shield designed to protect you. When they say no to an expensive impulse buy, they are not rejecting you. They are protecting a shared future. To them, a healthy savings account is an act of love. It is the tangible proof of their care and responsibility for the life you are building together. Now, let's walk to the other side of that canyon and understand the spender with that same respect. If you are the saver, your partner's spending habits can look reckless, impulsive, and irresponsible. It can feel like they are actively sabotaging the secure future you are working so hard to build. But you must understand this. The spender is not motivated by a desire to create chaos. They are motivated by a deep-seated need to live. Their core driver is often generosity and a fear of missing out on life itself. They understand that money is a tool, and its ultimate purpose is to be used to create joy, to build memories, and to show love. When they buy you a thoughtful gift, they are speaking a language of affection. When they want to book a spontaneous weekend trip, they are not trying to drain your savings. They are trying to fill your life with experiences that you will remember long after the money is gone. They believe that life is meant to be lived now, not perpetually delayed for a future that is never guaranteed. Their spending is not an attack on your security. It is an invitation to joy. While the spender and saver mindsets are just different approaches, there is one behavior that is not a difference of opinion. It is a betrayal. This is financial infidelity. This is the secret credit card, the hidden bank account, the lie about a bonus, the debt you conceal from your partner. This is one of the most corrosive and destructive forces in any relationship because it breaks the foundational pillar of trust. It is a statement that says, "Me and my money are separate from you and our money." It creates a secret, second life that walls off a part of your heart from the person who is supposed to be your ultimate partner. The damage from the secret is almost always far greater than the damage from the original financial mistake. There can be no true unity, no real partnership, when one person is operating in the shadows. The path to financial peace and intimacy is paved with absolute, terrifying, and liberating transparency. You must have the courage to bring every single dollar into the light, together. All right, let's bust a huge myth that sounds modern and fair, but can be a silent relationship killer: the idea of strictly separate finances. The yours, mine, and ours system. While it might work for some, for many it creates a dangerous mindset. Why? Because it keeps you thinking like roommates, not as a unified team. It keeps score. It says, I paid for this, so you owe me that. It subtly promotes a spirit of competition instead of collaboration. The most powerful couples on the planet operate as a single financial entity. They have one shared vision, one set of goals. It's not about who earned which dollar. It's about how our dollars can be used to achieve our dream. Now, this doesn't mean you can't have personal accounts, but there must be total transparency and agreement on the overall financial strategy. The goal is to get so aligned that if your partner gets a massive bonus, your first thought isn't, what will she do with her money? But this is amazing. How will we use this to get closer to our goal? That is the mindset that builds an empire. Let's talk about the most hated word in finance, budget. The moment I say it, half of you just felt a wave of dread. Spenders especially hear the word budget and think cage, straitjacket, the end of all fun. This is a massive branding problem. We need to stop thinking of a budget as a tool of restriction and start seeing it for what it really is, a tool of freedom. A budget is not a cage that keeps you from what you want. It is a compass that points you directly to what you want. A budget is simply you telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. It's a plan that gives you permission to spend without guilt and permission to save without anxiety. It's the ultimate communication tool where you both decide as a team what is most important to you. Do you want to travel? Your budget will get you there. Do you want to be debt-free? Your budget is the roadmap. Stop fearing the budget and start seeing it as your financial superpower. Okay, so how do we make this budget thing fun? How do we stop the little arguments about a $5 coffee here or a new video game there? I'm going to give you a magic trick. It's called the guilt-free spending fund. Seriously, this will change your life. Here's how it works. As part of your budget, you each get a set amount of money each month. It can be $50, it can be $500, whatever you agree on. That is yours to spend on absolutely anything you want, no questions asked, no judgment, no receipts required. She wants to buy another pair of shoes she doesn't need? Great, it comes from her fund. He wants to buy a ridiculously expensive steak for the grill? Fantastic, it comes from his fund. This simple system completely eliminates the daily financial nagging. It gives the spender a zone of freedom to enjoy, and it gives the saver the peace of mind, knowing that this fun money is already accounted for in the budget and won't derail your shared goals. It's a win-win. Attention all savers, do you want your spender partner to get excited about saving money? Then you need to stop talking about the how and start talking about the why. Nobody gets excited about the abstract concept of saving for retirement. That's boring. It feels like you're just putting money into a black hole for a future that feels a million years away. You have to make the goal tangible, exciting, and visual. Don't just have a retirement fund, have a drinking margaritas on a beach in Bali fund. Don't have an emergency fund. Have an unbreakable peace of mind fund. Create a shared dream board, not with numbers, but with pictures. The house you want to buy, the countries you want to visit, the business you want to start. When the why is exciting, your partner won't see saving as a sacrifice. They will see it as the fuel that is powering their dreams. They will become your most enthusiastic partner in the plan. Now it's time to put this all into practice with one powerful recurring habit, the financial date night. Yes, a date. Once a month, you schedule a time where you sit down together, not as adversaries, but as partners, to look at your financial life. But you don't just look at spreadsheets, you make it special. Order your favorite takeout. Pour a glass of wine. You start the date by reviewing your shared why, looking at the pictures of your dream house or your travel goals. This reminds you that you are on the same team. Then, you review your budget from the last month in a judgment-free zone. You celebrate your wins. Hey, we did great on our grocery budget. You adjust for the next month. Okay, we have a birthday coming up. Let's plan for that. This isn't a business meeting. It's a connection ritual. It transforms the scariest topic in your relationship into a monthly act of unity, communication, and shared dreaming. It is one of the most powerful habits you can possibly build. Here is the final, most important secret. That thing that drives you crazy about your partner's financial personality? It is very likely the exact quality you need most in your life. Saver, your spender partner, pushes you to live, to experience joy, and to not let fear dictate your life. They are your reminder that life is for living. Spender, your saver partner, provides the stability, the security, and the discipline that allows your dreams to have a solid foundation from which to launch. They are your reminder that a beautiful future must be built, not just wished for. Stop seeing your partner as your financial opposite and start seeing them as your perfect financial balance. You are not two problems that need to be solved. You are two halves of a powerful whole. When you learn to harness the strengths of both the saver and the spender, you stop being a couple that fights about money and you become a financial force of nature. So no, your fights are not about the money. They are about fear versus freedom, security versus experience, the past versus the future. But this conflict does not have to be a war. It is an invitation to build a bridge of understanding. It starts when you stop trying to prove that your way is right, and you start trying to appreciate the strength in your partner's perspective. It solidifies when you create a shared vision that is more exciting than any individual purchase. And it thrives when you commit to the daily and monthly habits of communication and teamwork. You have the power to transform the #1 source of stress in your relationship into your #1 source of unity and strength. You are each other's perfect balance. Start acting like it. If this was helpful, subscribe for more blueprints on building a stronger financial future together. And in the comments below, let us know one shared financial goal you and your partner are working towards.